Well, everyone, it is the end of the day on Monday. We came down Sunday night. When we got here, there was no water and no electricity. So we weren't sure what we were going to do. We spent the night cooked with candlelight. We have a gas stove, so that wasn't a problem. And yeah, it was very dark and very quiet, other than the dogs and the chickens. But this morning, Monday morning, this morning, I went to Loha. Very quick trip, and I bought a generator. Got back and I hooked it up. I actually hooked it into the house, as you will see in these images here, just using an extra breaker, and I connected it with a line that plugs into the generator. It's a 3.2 kilowatt generator. So anyways, it's not great. I need a regulator or something between the generator and the house because the power just fluctuates horribly, which is not very good. Anyway, it is better than nothing in an emergency. You'll also note from some of these images that they accomplished a lot of work on the septic today. The septic is basically finished with the exception of putting some covers on, and we have to connect the lines. We're also making some inspection boxes in different locations where the tubes connect together so that we can rotoscope them if we need to, or snake them, whatever you want to call it. What else? Yeah, and so we have a hole also that's been cut into the old septic, which will then eventually become our drain tank. I may go into that a little bit more later. And I also spent a little bit of time today working on some frames for some plastic. It's basically suspended ceiling, clear plastic. That's going to go in our hallway because we have some skylights in the roof, but we didn't want to frame into them, so we're just going to put a flat tile there. More on that later. Okay, so that's it for today. Maybe I'll do a little bit more explanation on what's going on at the septic. So we'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, so I just want to explain a little bit more about the septic. This is where the old septic is. You can see where it comes down from the house and then it goes into a line. That's the white line going off to the right. That's a 4-inch tube going to the septic tank as it exists now. This is the one that I was digging for, trying to find on one of the first videos that we did. Now below that, they have built, or are process of building an inspection pit, basically going to be over top of the line that exists there now. The line on the left comes from the outdoor kitchen. There's a toilet there. It's a long, long ways, but it connects here. And then this one at the bottom part of the image is the new line that connects to the new septic system. So I'll just show you that now. Okay, so here we have the new septic. This was originally, if you'll notice from my earlier video, supposed to be the actual drain tank / field, whatever you want to call it. But what we decided to do was actually make this into the septic tank. The reason is the old septic tank, which is off to the left, is leaking anyways. So no liquid would ever get over to the new drain tank. It would just sit in the old septic, or it would just leak out of the old septic. So what we're going to do is use this for the septic. This is completely sealed on the inside, just like a cistern, with the exception of the ceramic tile. And then we have the entrance coming in, as you can see in the bottom of the photo, and then off to the left it's going to exit, so only liquid will pass through from this tank. And what we're going to do, I'll just move over there. What we're going to do is connect with this elbow down into the old septic tank, and he's also made an inspection hole here. That hole has to be extended up to the surface. That's why the block's like that. And then it'll have a lid over it. It's just simply to see what's in there and to be able to access it should we need to suck it out, which we will. I'm not going to show you what's inside there. I'm sure you don't want to see that, and it's a good thing this camera has no smell, because it doesn't smell very good. So what we will do eventually here is just off to the side, on this side of the septic tank, which is basically the downside of the property, we're going to remove this dirt. We're going to go to the bottom of the septic tank, dig a hole, put some rocks and stuff in there, and put some holes into the old septic, and that will become our drain tank. So that's basically the situation with our septic. I think it's going to work a lot better. Hey everyone, It is the end of the day on Tuesday. So today they managed to get most of the work done at the bottom on the septic finished, as you can see from these photos. They also made the lids out of concrete. They have to dry. We'll put some handles in them made out of rebar, and then they'll be moved into place. They managed to get all the tubes connected together, as you can see here. It's quite common here to kind of heat the tube and kind of melt it into place, but it should be fine. Inside, Danny and another guy, helper, managed to get quite a bit of that first room done. We did find out, however, that our saw, we were trying to use a table saw to cut this stuff lengthwise, and it didn't work. So I went down again today into Loha, and I bought a chop saw, 12-inch DeWalt. It's going to speed things up immensely. And I also bought the tile, which you can see in these images here, and the grout, and also the cement for fixing it to the wall. And Pedro, our maestro, is going to start working on that tomorrow. Danny on his helper Israel are going to work on the roof. They've been doing really good there. So I'm going to do more supervising, and I'll help them cut. Seems like, well, as a general contractor, which is basically what I am here on this little renovation, I'm running in and getting pieces. I'm running to town. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. So it's really hard to get kind of a flow and a rhythm to work. Okay, that's all for now. I'll talk to you soon. Well, everyone, tonight I'm standing in what is going to be our master bedroom. The boys, Danny and Israel, managed to get the roof finished in here, installed, and I put in the lights. There's 3 lights in here, 1 white, 2 yellow. But it's really nice. It makes a huge difference just having a ceiling in here. It looks more like a habitation, a dormitorio, as you say in Spanish, a bedroom. Anyway, my wife also managed to get the entire bathroom cleaned, the tile. There was grout stuck to it from when they put the grout in, and it was just terrible. But she got a product, an acid-based product for cleaning that, and she did all of that. Looks really good now. We just have to get a shower curtain in there and get the hot water heater hooked up. So we're waiting for that. Meanwhile, outside, basically all they've done today is they have cleaned out the cistern. There was water and garbage and stuff in there. Well, cement, rocks, whatever. And they cleaned that out, and he's started installing the tiles, as you can see in this short clip. I did buy a chop saw, a 12-inch chop saw, cut-off saw, if you want to call it that. Makes a huge difference. I may have even mentioned this already, but it's making a big difference. It's so much faster. But of course they have to stop to paint the wood, which you can see in these clips. So that's taking a little bit of time. But things are moving along, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Till then, we will talk to you later.
Claro.
That is suspended in space. Espacio.
Hey everyone, it is Sunday evening. I didn't do my Friday evening summary because we left about 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon and headed back. Basically, since we left, they just finished up a little bit of the more in the hallway. But the bedroom and the I guess the closet area, walk-in closet, bathroom area is looking really good now, and they're making progress on the hallway. And they worked on Saturday, and they've gotten almost all of the ceramic tile in the cistern done. as you can see from these shots. And yeah, it's been a really good week. I think we've gotten a lot done, and I'm really actually quite happy. But we have a long way to go. So that's it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in and kind of following us on this journey as we renovate this old house. It has been more work than we expected, but we are enjoying it at the same time, and we're looking forward to actually living here. So thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching Passion for Life Gallery. So we'll talk to you on the next episode of Home on the Range.